time for Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball. Head coach Chris Perkins hopes to begin his journey back to the NAIA National Tournament with his Pioneers hosting Blue Mountain Toppers in the 2020 season opener. Now let's send it to the Carter Activity Center with the voice of the Pioneers, Dustin Seymour.
And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you all to the Carter Activity Center for the season opener of Crowley's Ridge College Pioneers Basketball. It was an interesting end to the season on March 12th at 4 o'clock. Crowley's Ridge College found themselves up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, preparing to take on the second-seeded Indiana Wesleyan University in the opening round of the Division II National Championship. They were getting stretched, they were getting ready, and then they were informed that the tournament had been canceled due to the coronavirus pandemic. And so Crowley's Ridge, making their first trip to the NAIA dance, as they call it, had that prematurely canceled due to coronavirus, and it has been a long several months since then. But Crowley's Ridge College, after ending their season prematurely last year with a final record of 14-19, find themselves ready to start this 2020 campaign under head coach Chris Perkins in his 13th season at the helm of the Pioneers. As we look over the record of last year, the Pioneers averaged 77.2 points a game. They shot 46% from the floor. They shot 34.1% from long range. They averaged right under 6 three-pointers a game. Shot 67.6% from the charity stripe. They had 1,342 total rebounds. Rebounding per game, they averaged 40 per game. They averaged 18 turnovers a game. They also averaged stealing the ball away 6 times per game. And they averaged 1 stuff per game. Crowley's Ridge was invited to the national dance after getting 3rd place in the AII conference after upsetting Voorhees College in the AII quarterfinals. That was a score of 92-81 before falling to the eventual AII champion Lincoln Lynx and then defeating Lincoln Christian 90-66 to punch their ticket to Sioux Falls, and they hope to do that once more in the 2020-2021 season. We'll take a short timeout. When we return, we will have the 2020-2021. That's going to be a lot to say. 2020 and 2021 players to introduce to you. We're about 6 minutes away from tip-off here in the season opener. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived in Philadelphia. Local time is 3:05 p.m. and the temperature is 67 degrees. At this time, you are now free to use your cellular devices.
You know that feeling when you get to turn your phone on after the plane lands? You can have that feeling every time you drive. Make sure your cell phone is stowed away whenever you are behind the wheel.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Perkins. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back, one and all, to the Carter Activity Center. I am Sports Information Director Dustin Seymour, getting you ready for the season opener of Pioneer Roundball. Today, the Pioneers are hosting the Toppers of Blue Mountain College. As we look at the matchup between the two squads, Pioneers again ended last season 14-19, and Blue Mountain ended last season 13-14. They were 6-12 in the Southern States Athletic Conference. As we look through the schedule for Crowley's Ridge this season, there will be several big-name schools, such as one right down the road in Jonesboro. The Pioneers will visit Arkansas State. That'll be a date on December 4th. The time is yet to be announced. They'll also find themselves in Florence, Alabama on December 17th, where they will tip off against the Lions of UNA, North Alabama. And that will be a tip-off of 6 p.m. Before getting conference play started in earnest at the turn of the calendar year. Let's introduce to you the 2020-2021 Crowley's Ridge College Pioneers. We have number 0, Montrell James. He is a 5'10" senior guard out of Tyrone, Arkansas, previously at East Poinsett County High. Braden Williams, a 6'1" senior guard out of Fayetteville, Arkansas from Harbor High School. One of the new faces, Tyrell Ware, wears number 2. He is a 6'8" guard from Charleston, Missouri. Ladricus Thomas, a 6'7" junior, transferring from the University of Arkansas at Cossatot. His hometown is Lafayette, Louisiana. He is backed up also by the AII Newcomer of the Year, number 5, Bo Roberson, a 6'2" sophomore guard out of Tuckerman High School. We also have Micah Duncan, a 6'2" sophomore from Paris, Arkansas, transferring out of Southwestern College in Kansas. Logan Willett, the 6'2" senior guard out of Brookland, Arkansas, by way of National Park College out of Hot Springs. A name rather familiar to the program, Avery Perkins, the 5'11" freshman guard from right down the road at Crowley's Ridge Academy. And if you're saying, hey, wait a minute, he's got the same last name as the head coach. Well, that's because Avery Perkins is indeed the oldest son of head coach Chris Perkins, and it's been one of those times where I'm sure Coach Perkins has just waited and waited and waited until the day that he could coach his son at the collegiate level. And that time has come. Avery wearing number 12 for his dad's green and white Pioneers. We'll also see Kyle Moore, a 5'11" senior out of Cardwell, Missouri, out of Mineral Area College. Kyle had an interesting offseason in the summer. How interesting? Well, he got married. So we want to congratulate Kyle Moore and his now wife, Lauren Sharp Moore. You may recognize her name from Pioneer softball. So it is a great college here at Crowley's Ridge with Kyle Moore, the long-range threat, tying the knot over the summer. DeMonte Youngblood, a 6'4" junior out of Moffett, Oklahoma, last playing at Lang Academy. J.M. Gregg, a 6'2" junior, previously at Missouri Southern University, hometown of Eureka Springs, Arkansas. C.J. Maxwell is a 6'5" junior forward out of Memphis, Tennessee. He last played round ball at Dyersburg State Community College. Riley Clairday, a 6'7" freshman from Melbourne. Key Roberson, a 6'4" sophomore from Tuckerman. Alex Merrow, the 6'3" freshman from Mammoth Springs. Solomon Bone, a 6'2" sophomore. A 6'3" junior, KJ Corder, last playing at National Park College. And rounding off the last senior, the 6'2" forward, number 33, the Brookland, Arkansas native, David Ballard, led by head coach Chris Perkins in his 13th season. He is assisted in his second season by assistant coach Logan Nutt. We'll take a timeout, send you down to the floor where public address announcer Austin Schweihart will have our national anthem and our opening prayer. And when we return, we will have the starting lineup to get this game and season underway. Till then, this is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And welcome to the campus of Crowley's Ridge College for tonight's college basketball matchup featuring the visiting Toppers of Blue Mountain College your Crowley's Ridge College Pioneers. Before we begin this evening, we ask that you please stand and move your caps for our prayer, and then remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. At this time, we are led in prayer by Senior Business Management Major Corbin Arnold.
Will you bow with me? Dear God in heaven, thank you for all the many blessings you give us. Please be with the players, the Pioneers, and Blue Mountain. Keep them safe while they play and let them have good sportsmanship. Be with all those as we leave here tonight. Let's have a safe travel home. In Jesus' name, amen.
And we welcome you back as the Crowley's Ridge College Pioneers will play host to the Toppers of Blue Mountain College. The Toppers again last season being 13-14 on the year. Head coach is Jermail Bingham. We will see on the floor to start Xavier Young, a 6'4 senior out of Memphis, Tennessee. Last season he averaged 3.7 points a game. Luka Tejic is a 6'7 junior from Ujese, Serbia. Also see Omari Robinson, a 6' even freshman from Selmer, Tennessee. Getting the start, Cyrus Barnes, a 6'3 senior from Lakeland, Florida. And for the blue and the white, it will be Nathan Caldwell, a 6'1 junior from Hardin, Tennessee. Last year, there were 2 players who were ranked in the top 50 in 6 different categories for the Toppers, and they have since graduated from Blue Mountain. The only player left that was ranked is Brandon Williams, who was 45th in the nation last year in 3-pointers per game, averaged 2.5. Last year, they were 7th in the nation as a team in steals per game, at averaging 9.4 takeaways a game. They also did not give up too many 3-pointers, 10th in the nation. But as we'll start looking across the court at the green and the gray today, Braden Williams will get the nod as the 6'1 senior out of Fayetteville, Arkansas, the Harbor graduate. We'll see Tyrell Ware, a 6'8 freshman from Charleston High School, Charleston, Missouri. We will have Bo Roberson, who led the team in 4 statistical categories, 18.2 points a game, 48.3 field goal percentage, 211 rebounds, and 46 steals. That's the 6'2 sophomore out of Tuckerman. Kyle Moore, 5'11 senior, who led the team with 48 3-pointers and 77% from the charity stripe, had the Cardwell, Missouri native. And rounding off the lineup is the forward David Ballard, the 6'2 senior from Brooklyn, Arkansas. So on the court for the Blue Mountain Toppers, Young, Tejic, Robinson, Barnes, and Caldwell. For Crowley's Ridge, it is Williams, Ware, Roberson, Moore, and Ballard. Crowley's Ridge in their home gray uniforms, gray jerseys, gray shorts, white numerals, and green outline. On the other side of the floor are the Toppers, black jerseys with navy blue numerals and baby blue outline. Heading to the center dot will be Luka Tejic and Tyrell Ware. Pioneers will be moving right to left across your screen. And the Toppers will be going left to right. Jermail Bingham in his 3rd year faces off against head coach Chris Perkins in his 13th. Tip underway. Bo Roberson gets it, drives into the lane, pulls up, puts the shot up and in the bucket. So Bo Roberson within 4 seconds puts the Pioneers up 2-0. Here's Robinson for the Toppers, moving to his left, going around the horn. With the ball is Young. Young tries to go around. Now he will find Teshik at the top of the key. Teshik drives into the paint, and he will be whistled with a travel violation. Does Luka Teshik. Looking back at the striped shirt was Teshik and wondering how his feet shuffled. But here is Kyle Moore. Moore to Williams, around to back to Moore now to Roberson. Roberson pulls up for three. Yes, sir. Bo Roberson with 5 points before 1 minute has elapsed from the scoreboard. Robinson looks to his left, going around the horn to Young. Young crosses over, picks up his dribble, looks back to his left, goes down to Teshik off the left block. Teshik pulls up, goes back to Caldwell. Caldwell for an answering three, and he'll knock it down. Nathan Caldwell cuts into the Pioneer lead. Here's Kyle Moore. Moore at the volleyball 10-foot line. Will cross over, goes to his left to Roberson. Bo Roberson back to his left to Braden Williams. Williams to his right finds Moore. Moore head fakes the three, spins around, good spin move. Off the right block, the jumper misses off the back iron. Rebound being contested. That is brought down by Robinson of the blue and black. Spinning around underneath the hoop is Young, and Young gets the bucket and ties up the game at 5 with 18:30 left in the opening half. David Ballard looks to his left and finds Roberson. Roberson at the left wing goes to the top of the key, to the right wing to Williams. Braden Williams finds Ballard. Ballard's at the top of the key, looks to the left wing. Now to Tyrell Ware off the left elbow to Roberson. Roberson head fakes the three, moves inside the three-point line, puts the shot off. David Ballard fights for the rebound, puts up the putback and the second chance points. And one of the Blue Mountain Toppers needing to stop and retie his shoelace. He appears to be getting back in time, though. Here's Young, tries to draw the foul, and he does. That foul whistled on David Ballard.
That is his first personal foul and the first team foul. Shooting 2 free throws, number 2, Xavier.
So that will send Xavier Young, the 6'4 senior. Last year, he shot 76.7% from the charity stripe. Correction, no, it was on the floor was the foul. He was kind of making his way to the free throw line. Instead, Robinson will inbound underneath his own hoop. He'll go inbounds, but there will be a foul on Tyrell Ware. No, that's on the black and blue. That foul's going to be on Luka Teshik. So Teshik got a little too handsy with his counterpart. So here's Kyle Moore. Moore trying to find a place to penetrate into the lane. Picks up his dribble, goes to his right to Ware. Ware to Roberson. Roberson pulls up from the right wing. He misses that shot. David Ballard pulls up to get the rebound and falls into the Blue Mountain bench. And it will be Topper basketball. The inbound will go to Omari Robinson, the 6' even freshman. Robinson calls his play. Braden Williams, man guarding him on the backcourt. Tips it away, but Robinson able to corral it. Here is Teshik. Teshik in the paint, pulls up, and finally have a whistle, and it is. Teshik gets whistled with a charge. Bo Roberson drawing it, goes tumbling to the timber. And Luka Teshik gets whistled with his second personal foul. And the last 30 seconds. Pioneers up 7-5. Checking in, replacing Luka Teshik is Alexa Vujadinovic, the 6'6" junior from Nikšić, Montenegro. So the Serbian gives way to the Montenegro native. Here's David Ballard, goes down to baseline to Braden Williams, who pulls up for a 10-footer. That bounces off the back iron. Rebound still coming fault for. Last touched by the blue and black. So it is Crowley's Ridge basketball under their hoop. 16 ticks on the shot clock. 16:53 left to go in the opening half of play. Roberson will inbound. He finds Braden Williams. Williams tries to find an open player. Instead, will penetrate into the lane, and there will be a foul And this foul will be whistled on Omari Robinson.
Saunders foul number 10, Omari Robinson.
So that is 4 personal fouls. 3 rather. For the Toppers here in the early goings of the opening half. Kyle Moore at the top of the key. Looks to his left to Roberson. Roberson thought about the three-pointer. Instead goes into the paint, lays it up with all kinds of defenders around him. But he'll split the arms and make it a 9-5 contest in favor of the home team. Outside spinning is Young. Young goes down low to Vujadinovic. Vujadinovic finds a open Robinson, who is blocked cleanly by Tyrell Ware. Here's Braden Williams. Thought about the three-pointer, drives the baseline, misses his shot, and there's a blocking foul underneath on Vujadinovic. Vujadinovic thought that he had been charged. And the entire Blue Mountain bench trying to plead the case that Braden Williams came in a little too hot. But the referees indicating that Vujadinovic had not yet set his feet, and that will send B-Will, Braden Williams, to the line, shooting 2. Williams shot 76.7% from the charity stripe last year. He'll miss the front iron. Crowley's Ridge leading 9-5. Braden Williams with the second of 2 free throws after missing the first. All 4 Pioneers will make their way to the backcourt. Williams readies his free throw, up on its way, and it is true. It is 11-5 now. 10-5 rather. On the left side is Robinson. Robinson hands off to Vujadinovic, but trying to pass it back in play was Robinson, but Robinson's right foot was on the baseline. Therefore, he is out of bounds. So Crowley's Ridge doubling up the Toppers. It is now 10-5. 4 minutes have elapsed in the opening half of play. Ballard underneath, and that is a goaltending violation on Vujadinovic. And that will be a media timeout on the floor. Crowley's Ridge now, after the goaltending violation, it is 12-5. So we'll take the timeout with Crowley's Ridge up 12-5. This is Pioneers basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
I'm Surgeon General Jerome Adams. If you've recovered from COVID-19 confirmed by a positive test, you're in a special position to help us fight the virus. Your plasma has antibodies that may help others fight COVID. So please donate plasma now. You can literally help save lives. There are locations across the country that have safe ways for you to donate. Find a site to donate your plasma at coronavirus.gov.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at taxpayer expense.
I'm United States Surgeon General Jerome Adams, America's doctor. And all across our nation, we've taken steps together to slow the spread of coronavirus. Now we must continue to take personal responsibility to protect ourselves and our loved ones. Because even though not all of us risk a severe case of coronavirus, we all risk getting it and spreading it to others, maybe without even realizing that we're sick. So if we want to get back to school, back to work, back to worship, and back to overall health, there are things our country needs to do. We need to follow state and local guidelines, take extra precautions if at higher risk, wash our hands frequently, stay 6 feet from others when we can, and when we can't stay 6 feet from others, please, I'm begging you, wear a face covering. These small actions will make a big difference. So I'm asking you to say it with me, America. Coronavirus stops with me. You can learn more at coronavirus.gov.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services at taxpayer expense.
Nathan Caldwell on the other end of the floor gets buckets for the Toppers. Here's a 2-point jump shot from Bo Roberson. Roberson makes it again, a 14-7 game. It is a 7-point lead for Crowley's Ridge. Young, Robinson, Barnes, Caldwell, Vujadinovic on the floor for the Toppers. Williams, Ware, Roberson, Moore, and Ballard for Crowley's Ridge. Going underneath is Robinson. His shot goes off the mark. Here's Kyle Moore. Moore heaves it across the court to Williams. Williams for 3. Yes, sir. Crowley's Ridge has taken 2 shots from long range and have knocked them both down. Bo Roberson and now Braden Williams gets in on the action. The handoff to Caldwell. Caldwell at the free throw line, looks outside to Young. Young to the far corner. The shot misses. Vujadinovic gets the rebound and the putback. And underneath, the two players kind of running into each other. Referees not calling anything on that. Underneath, David Ballard gets whistled. David Ballard picks up his second personal foul, and that will send who will head to the charity stripe. It will be Young. Xavier Young, the 6'4 senior from Memphis, shot 76.7% from the free throw line in 2019-2020. And the first free throw, rim, rattle around, spin, and down it falls. Key Roberson checks in, replacing David Ballard, and Riley Clairday will enter to replace Tyrell Ware. So Clairday getting his first minutes as a Pioneer now with 14:19 to go in the opening act. Pioneers up 17-10. Second free throw up on its way and good. And intending to check in for the shooter. And getting it is Marquise White, a 6-foot even freshman from Corinth, Mississippi. Key Roberson inbounds to Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore moves on the near sideline, picks up his dribble, finds Key Roberson. Roberson to Kyle Moore. Moore at the top of the key, 15 on the shot clock. Puts his back to the defender, goes up, goes under. He misses his shot. There's Riley Clairday with the board, and he goes out, and his pass is going to be stolen away by Powers. But Powers now going tumbling to the floor. Kyle Moore gets it. Here's Bo Roberson. Roberson goes all by himself under the hoop. So a little rolling around on the floor, and Crowley's Ridge gets the points. That'll happen in the first game of the season. Vujadinovic looking to his right and finds White. White picks up his dribble, but the foul on Vujadinovic off the ball, an illegal screen.
Foul number 21, Alexa Vujadinovic. That is the second personal foul and 15 foul. Checking in for the Toppers, number 22, Nikola Radovic.
So that'll bring Nikola Radovic, a 6'8 senior from Serbia. So the forwards for the Toppers, all from that part of the former Yugoslavia area, Serbia, Montenegro. Underneath, Riley Clairday gets whistled.
Pioneer foul number 22, Riley Clairday. That is his first
That
personal
will
foul and the third team.
blocking foul underneath against Nikola Radovic. Coming down is Powers. Powers goes behind his back, hands off to find Vujadinovic. Vujadinovic for three, and he'll knock it down. Vujadinovic drains it, makes it 19-14 in favor of Crowley's Ridge. Here's Roberson. Roberson with a three-pointer. Hits back iron. Rebound comes down to Young. Correction, that is Kerry Pratt. Kerry Pratt gets the ball tipped away by Roberson. He looks to his right to White. White back to Vujadinovic, who drives the baseline. Puts the shot up, misses it. The rebound comes down to the floor and is taken by Radovic. Radovic pulls up for three, and he'll drain it. And the Toppers have pulled within two, as it is now 19-17, nearing the midway point of the opening half. Key Roberson goes to his left, now down low to Braden Williams. Kyle Moore, Roberson to Roberson. Now to Kyle Moore. Moore flings it across the baseline, and Braden Williams will step on the sideline for a turnover. 12 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the opening half. Pioneers up 19-17. The inbound finds its way back to Micah Powers, the 5'10 senior from Holly Springs, Mississippi. Vujadinovic tries to work his way around Key Roberson, and Roberson will be whistled with the personal foul. That will be Crowley's Ridge's 6th personal foul. And we will have a timeout on the floor before we head to that. So with 11:54 remaining, Crowley's Ridge now clinging to a 2-point lead. It is 19-17. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Never completely ready to adopt a teen.
For late nights writing English papers.
For your teen's music taste.
For dinners, where they talk more on their phone than with you.
For the first time, they call you Mom.
You're never completely ready to adopt a teen, and you can't imagine the reward.
To learn more about adopting a teen, visit adoptuskids.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
This is Micah Duncan. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And welcome back after the second media timeout of the first half. 11:54 left. Pioneers up 19-17. However, the Toppers have the basketball. Here is Powers. Powers is at the top of the key. He'll dribble to his left of Vujadinovic. Vujadinovic at the left elbow drives inside. A good pass down low to find Nikola Radovic, and he'll get the bucket. And it is a brand new ball game, 19-19. Kyle Moore at the top of the key. Over at the right wing, picks up his dribble. Roberson, one-touch passes back to Moore. Moore tries to penetrate inside, puts up a floating jump shot, missed, has his arms up in disbelief, thought that he was fouled. Instead, we're going court to court. The shot goes up by Pratt, and he will be fouled. Kerry Pratt, 6'1" junior. Braden Williams gets whistled with that violation. So Blue Mountain at the free throw line. No, the foul's on the floor. Crowley's Ridge's sixth foul. At the back is Pratt. Between the circles, now goes to Vujadinovic. Vujadinovic tries to go down low, but it goes off the fingertips of KJ Corder in for Crowley's Ridge. Corder, a 6'3" junior transfer out of National Park. Micah Powers will inbound under his hoop. He finds Radovic. Radovic hands off back, and the three-pointer is up and in by Powers, and the Toppers now take a 22-19 lead over Crowley's Ridge. Montrell James in for the Pioneers. Puts on the brakes, goes out to Corder. Here's Key Roberson. Roberson driving the baseline, puts it up off the glass, and that'll break a dry spell. Crowley's Ridge had gone about 3 or 4 minutes without getting a hoop. And Key Roberson cuts into the deficit. It is 22-21 in favor of the guests. Powers will bounce pass it to find Pratt, and Pratt will take a step to his right with out dribbling the ball, and that is known as a travel violation. And with that, Crowley's Ridge with possession will have the chance to potentially retake the lead here midway through the first half. Corder to Roberson. Key Roberson, that is, to Montrell James at the top of the key. James will drive an elbow into the defender, or driving a shoulder. And Montrell James gets whistled. That'll be the 6th foul on the Pioneers. So any further defensive fouls will send the Toppers to the line. Spinning around, Montrell James. Second career all-time steal leader at Crowley's Ridge, continuing that trend. Will dribble to his right, hands off to Bo Roberson. Roberson drives inside. Here's KJ Corder. Corder drives the baseline, hands off back to Montrell James, but the pass will spin out of bounds. And Montrell James can't say he wasn't trying for it as he kind of went swimming to retrieve that.
Checking in for the toppers, number 23,
Jaron Maces, a 6'9 junior from Guapiles, Costa Rica, is now into the game for the black and blue. Pratt looks to his left and finds White. White down low finds Maces. Maces' shot is off the mark. Bo Roberson gets the rebound. Roberson driving inside, picks up his dribble, finds James. One-touch pass to Corder. Corder goes back to James. James picks up a screen, puts up a runner, misses, rebounded by Maces. And stolen away by Montrell James with a hoop and the bucket. The steal and the score by Montrell James puts the Pioneers back on top, 23-22. Pull-up jumper is short, rebounded by Riley Clairday. Bo Roberson pointing to his offensive play, getting a screen from Clairday, pulls up from the free throw line, misses off the back iron. Clairday gets the rebound and the putback and the foul. Riley Clairday getting a rebound, 2 points, and a potential for a third, and a span of a second. Crowley's Ridge now up 25-22, 8 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the opening act. Riley Clairday with a chance to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. Up on its way, that is short. Rebound coming down to Radovich. Radovich looks to his right and finds Young. Young almost had that stolen away by James. Instead, here is Pratt. Pratt on the near wing goes to his left to Radovich. Radovich wide open, drains the three-pointer. The Toppers are now 5 of 6 from long range. Clairday thought about an open jump shot, instead goes outside. Here's Bo Roberson, and there will be a illegal screen there by Key Roberson. Clairday will check out, being replaced by Tyrell Ware, 6'8 freshman out of Charleston, Missouri. Pratt will inbound, finds Powers. Powers working against Montrell James. James working against Powers. Powers looks to his left to find an open White. Rebound goes down to Tyrell Ware, but then the steal and a great move down low by Powers to quickly bounce pass, and we will have a jump ball called. KJ Corder ripped the ball away from Nikola Radovich, but just before that, there was a jump ball called, and it looks like we will have our third media timeout. So with 7:41 remaining, it is a new ball game, 25-25. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer basketball on the Pioneers Digital Network.
If you love them enough to turn off your music and pretend like their music is your music,
this is Mommy's jam.
then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Let's play it again.
Check today at nhtsa.gov/the right seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
My mother was very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign and she wasn't even really sure where she was at.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
This is Tyrell Ware. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
25-25 is your score. 7 minutes and 41 seconds remaining in the opening act. Crowley's Ridge currently shooting 55% from the floor. However, the story so far has been the three-point shot by the Toppers. They're 5 of 7, 71.43%. Going outside, here's another three-pointer. That one is short, however. Tyrell Ware gets the rebound. Montrell James going baseline to baseline, finds Roberson. Roberson will be fouled on his way to the hoop by Nikola Radovich. So Bo Roberson goes to the line, shot 73.2% from 15 feet last season.
Pioneers are in the bonus.
Roberson, first free throw on its way, and it is true. 26-25, both teams are in the single bonus, so any defensive foul will send one of the players to the line, shooting 1-1. This was a shooting foul, and Bo Roberson goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Key Roberson goes out. Kyle Moore comes back in. Here's Pratt. Kerry Pratt working across from Kyle Moore, looks to his right to Young. Young head fakes the three, spins inside, gets a bounce pass that goes down to White. White puts up a shot, but that is actually a shot pass that finds Radovich. 13 on the shot clock. Radovich bounce passes to Macis. Young shot misses. The rebound goes to Kyle Moore. Moore goes out to James. James gets his pass tipped away, but he does corral it back in time. And he'll cross the floor to the near wing to Bo Roberson. Roberson bounce passes to Tyrell Ware, but it goes off of the foot of Ware and dribbles harmlessly out of bounds. It is Topper basketball. Crowley's Ridge up 27-25. Pratt on the far sideline. Goes behind his back, spins around at the top of the key, goes into the paint, jumps up to get a shot. And that is a jump ball. And the possession arrow going in favor of the Pioneers. So he was on his way up for the jump. Tyrell Ware had the basketball too, and they landed with both hands on the ball. And that is a jump ball. Possession arrow favor to Crowley's Ridge. Here's Montrell James to KJ Corder. Corder will dribble to his right, finds Kyle Moore. Moore to Ware. Ware at the free throw line, drives inside, picks up his dribble, finds Roberson, and returns that favor by dribbling off of Roberson's foot. So Roberson, a pass to Ware goes off Ware's foot, and a Ware pass to Roberson goes off Roberson's foot. Down low on the other side, on the near corner, the three-pointer is up, it's on its way, and the three-pointer is good by Marquise White. Near side, KJ Corder flings up a contested shot, and he misses his shot. However, he was fouled on the way to the hoop, so he'll shoot 2 after the foul by Xavier Young. KJ Corder will shoot 2, as that was a shooting foul. First on its way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway. Nathan Caldwell re-entering for the Toppers. Also, Cyrus Barnes, a 6'3" senior transfer. Shot from Corder is up, and that rattles around and is good. Pressure put on by Montrell James. Crossing the timeline now is the Toppers, and Powers working the point position. Powers on the far wing will drive baseline, goes up, his shot is off its mark, rebound is last touched by the Toppers. As that goes out of bounds, it's Crowley's Ridge basketball. Referee unsure if it was a foul or a jump ball, but it was just a dead ball rebound. If it would have been a foul, then it would have been bonus shots for Crowley's Ridge, and it was just a dead ball rebound out of bounds. So here's KJ Corder. Corder goes out to Moore. Moore back to Corder. Corder on the far wing finds Montrell James on the near wing for 3. That misses short, and the rebound will be out of bounds. Carrie Pratt watched it hit the baseline. Here is Pratt. Pratt will move to his right and finds Powers. Powers on the near wing, crosses the court, finds an open three-point jump shot from Xavier Young. And Young drains it. 7 of 10, 70% from long range are the toppers. And that's a foul by the black and blue on Cyrus Barnes. And with that, Crowley's Ridge in the bonus will send Tyrell Ware to the charity stripe. Barnes pleading his case. One and one. First is off the back iron, rebounded by the toppers. Powers tries to work at the top of the key, looks to his left and finds Young. Young goes back to Powers. Powers head fakes to Barnes. Barnes around to Pratt. Pratt goes back to Young. Young pulls up for three. He missed that one. Tyrell Ware got the rebound for the Pioneers. Montrell James going behind his back, driving inside, pulls off now. Here's KJ Corder. Thought about the three-pointer. Has yet to dribble. Now does. Three-pointer on its way. Missed off the back iron. Rebounded by the toppers. Going down is Pratt. Pratt can't handle the pass, and that's out of bounds. Montrell James inbounds to Kyle Moore. Moore dribbling to his right, picking up his dribble now, finds Montrell James. James, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the half. Passes out to Bo Roberson. Roberson will drift up to the top of the key between the circles. Drives in, puts up a shot for three. Yes, sir. Bo Roberson puts the Pioneers back on top, 32-31. Carey Pratt will try to answer. He'll dribble to his left as he finds Barnes. Barnes to Powers. Powers working off his man, finds Pratt. Pratt at the top of the key goes left to Powers. Powers for three. That's short. Rebounded by Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore spins around. Good move by the senior Moore. Here's Bo Roberson for three. That's very short. The rebound going to Powers. Going outside. Finding Barnes, and Barnes gets the two-pointer. Cyrus Barnes puts the toppers up. 17 minutes have elapsed here in the opening act. KJ Corder dribbling to the top of the key. Will pass off to Kyle Moore. Moore picks up his dribble. He's quickly double-teamed. There's Montrell James. James with 5 on the shot clock. Underneath, beautiful pass down low to Ware. And the Pioneers back on top. And there will be a timeout by the toppers as they cross the timeline. They want a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. Crowley's Ridge, 2 minutes, 36 seconds left. Pioneers on top, 34-33. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph when blam! Ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
This is Montrell James, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
2 minutes and 36 seconds remaining in the opening half of play. Toppers with the ball and the possession arrow. Going out is Omari Robinson. Robinson on the near wing, going to his left and finds Caldwell. Caldwell goes back to Robinson. Back to Caldwell. Robinson and Caldwell going to play catch for a while. Now we go to the right to Pratt. Back to Robinson. 4 on the shot clock, 2 on the shot clock, and we'll have a traveling violation. Crowley's Ridge lead and the ball. KJ Quarter inbounds. Finds Kyle Moore. Bo Roberson on the near wing goes up to the top of the key to Quarter. Back to Roberson on the near wing. Roberson crosses the court to Kyle Moore. Moore thought about going to his right. Instead finds Tyrell Ware off the right block. Ware picks up his dribble, tries to go to Kyle Moore. A leaping catch by Moore, keeping it in play. Moore pulls up for a contested 3. Misses short. Rebound. Good rebound there coming down from Xavier Young. Caldwell tries to get around. The shot goes up by Young, and that is good. 35-34, 90 seconds left to go in the opening half. KJ Quarter at the top of the key goes to his left to Braden Williams. Bo Roberson. Roberson pulls up for a shot that rattles around and that falls. Into the waning moments of this first half of play, Crowley's Ridge taking a 1-point lead. Here's Robinson. Robinson looks to his left. Back to Robinson, to the right to Caldwell. Caldwell in no hurry. 60 seconds left to go in the first half. Here's Caldwell for 3, and Caldwell knocks it down with a hand of Kyle Moore right in his face. And Coach Chris Perkins wants to take a timeout to talk over this last 55 seconds, and we'll take it as well. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
If you love them enough to barely sleep, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Perkins. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
55 seconds left to go here in this opening half of this opening game of the 2020-21 season. KJ Quarter will inbound it to Kyle Moore. Pioneers now trailing by 2, 38-36 after the three-pointer by Nathan Caldwell. Outside to Kyle Moore. Braden Williams back to Moore. Moore tries to drive in, out the right block. Bucket, foul. Kyle Moore gets the bucket and the foul off the left block. So Kyle Moore led the Pioneers last season from the free throw line, shooting 77%. So Moore with the old-fashioned three-point play attempt on its way. Pioneers back on top, 39-38. Robinson looking to his right to Pratt. Kerry Pratt on the near wing. Goes to his left and finds Robinson. Robinson between the circles, drifts to his right, now to his left, around the horn to Caldwell. Caldwell goes behind his back, tries to penetrate inside, picks up his dribble, now does find Barnes. Barnes picking up his dribble, goes outside to Young. Young makes a man miss, puts up a jumper, and that's good. Bo Roberson, 10 seconds left, contented to take the last shot of the half. Bo Roberson with the shot clock turned off, goes behind his back, drives into the paint, flings up a shot that has taken away, and here's Caldwell. Caldwell heaves up a shot, and that just rattles out, and that will do it for the opening half of play. Crowley's Ridge will head to the locker rooms trailing the Toppers of Blue Mountain College 40-39. We'll take a short timeout. When we return, we'll have some halftime stats before going on an extended break at halftime. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneers Digital Network.
First, I hold my hands out like they're on a steering wheel. Then I look over my shoulder. 1, okay, cool guy. 2, 3 times. Next, oh, I put it in reverse. Meep, meep, meep. Then I take it up and down, up and down. And that, kiddos, is called the forklift.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now that's dancing. Sure beats flossing.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly adjective. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt US Kids, and the Ad Council.
This is Montrell James, and you're listening to Crowley Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
It's the break here at the Pioneers home opener, season opener. Crowley Ridge College find themselves down 1 point to Blue Mountain College, 40-39. As we look at some of the statistics, both teams shooting fairly well from the floor. Blue Mountain, 50%, 15 of 30 from the floor. Pioneers, 15 of 28, giving them a 53.57%. It's the long range that's been the bane for the Pioneers. Pioneers, however, shot 3 of 9, giving them a solid 33.3%. However, the Toppers, 8 of 13 from long range, giving them a 61.5% marking. Free throws, Blue Mountain has only taken 2, but converted on both of those. Crowley Ridge, 6 of 9. Rebounding battle, as even gets. It literally cannot get any more even. Both teams, 15 rebounds. Both teams, 4 offensive rebounds. Both teams, 11 defensive rebounds. The only difference coming off of the second chance points, Blue Mountain able to convert 1 extra time. 8 second chance points off of those 4 offensive rebounds. Pioneers not far behind, 6. Turnovers, Blue Mountain 12 and converted for 13 points off of those 12 turnovers. Pioneers turned the ball over 11 times and got 14 points off of the turnovers. As we look at the individual statistics, leading the Toppers is Xavier Young's 11 points. He's 4 for 6 from the floor, 2 rebounds. Rebounding leader is Nikola Radovich, a 4-rebound night, 8 points for the Toppers. Across the way for Crowley's Ridge, leading in the point category is Bo Roberson. Not even close. Roberson, 18 points to start his first half of the game. The only other person close is Kyle Moore, who has a whopping 5. So it has been the Bo Roberson show. 7 of 12 from the floor, 2 of 5 from long range, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, and 1 rebound for the sophomore. Kyle Moore, 5 points, 4 from Braden Williams, 2 each from Montrell James and Tyrell Ware. Everybody who touched the floor for Crowley's Ridge got points. Riley Clairday with 2, Key Roberson with 2, KJ Corder had a pair, and David Ballard had a pair. Rebounding was led by Kyle Moore's 4, 3 coming from Tyrell Ware and Riley Clairday each, and 1 each from Bo Roberson and David Ballard. So as the Pioneers look to come back from this halftime deficit, it's only a 1-point deficit. It's not a bad deficit. However, if they want to convert things, they need to look at that 3-point margin with the Trojans. My last broadcast had the Trojans of Hannibal LaGrange, so I'm still used to Trojans, but they are the Toppers, as they have 8 3-pointers, need to defend that 3-pointer a little bit better. We'll take that extended timeout and come back just in time to get you set for the second half of play. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
This is Micah Duncan. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back. We're getting set for the second half of today's contest. As we sit, the Pioneers down a single lone point to the visiting toppers of Blue Mountain College out of Blue Mountain, Mississippi. Out of the Southern States Athletic Conference. Last season, the Toppers were 13-14, 6-12 in their conference. Led by head coach Jermail Bingham in his third season. Toppers now moving right to left across your screens or your radio dial, however you are listening or watching in. Here's Robinson. Robinson for the black and blue. Looking to his left, goes down low to Tejic. Tejic gets the bucket. So Luka Tejic makes it a 42-39 game in favor of the guests. Kyle Moore moving left to right for the green and white. Now Moore crossing over. He's at the baseline. Tries to find an outlet. Finds Williams. Williams for three. That misses off the back iron. Almost poked in by Bo Roberson. Instead, the rebound's going to come down to the Toppers. Here's Robinson. Robinson will dribble to his right, almost blocked by Tyrell Ware. Indeed, it was blocked. And the rebound coming down to Roberson. Bo Roberson, one-hand passes to Kyle Moore. Moore heaves it across to Roberson. Roberson from the free throw line. Bounce, miss. Tyrell Ware and Robinson fight for it. And it's Crowley's Ridge basketball. 15 ticks on the timer. 1 minute has elapsed here in the second act. The inbound to Roberson. Roberson off the backboard, misses, but Tyrell Ware gets the board. Going to the right side, here's Kyle Moore for three. Misses, short, rebound comes down to Young. Xavier Young, the 6'4 senior, will find Robinson, the freshman. Robinson will dribble to his left. At the left wing, will pass to Tejic. Tejic drives into the paint, heaves up a shot, good, and fouled. So Luka Tejic, the junior from Užice, Serbia, will try for the three-point play. And he misses short, rebounded by Braden Williams. Williams will cross midcourt. Passes over to Kyle Moore. Moore at the near wing, drives to the left to Williams. Williams bounce pass to Roberson. Roberson contested, misses, tries to get his own rebound, and it's last touch by the black and blue. Head coach Jermail Bingham yelling, we need to continue the stop. Braden Williams inbounds under his own hoop, finds Bo Roberson. Roberson to wide open Kyle Moore, who underhands it in. 44-41 in favor of the Toppers. Here's Robinson. Robinson on the near wing, continues to drift to his left, and there's going to be a foul by Luka Tejic. Luka Tejic wraps his elbow around and dejectedly makes his way back down the court, desperately pleading his case. His third personal foul early in the second half. Right side, David Ballard to the left to Williams. Williams backs off to Ware. Tyrell Ware, good head fake, makes his man miss and puts it up and in. 44-43. Robinson tries to work around Braden Williams on the near wing. Picks up his dribble, goes and finds Xavier Young at the top of the key. Young dribbles off of his knee, and that's going to come to the Pioneers. Here's Braden Williams, pass to Roberson. Roberson, a moving pass to Williams for three. Misses off the back iron. Tejic comes down with the rebound. Luka Tejic looks to his right to find Caldwell. Caldwell's three-pointer hits the front iron. Backboard missed. Tejic gets the rebound. We're still playing tips underneath. Tejic Finally pulls up, and he misses. And finally, we're going to clear it out by Kyle Moore. About 4 different shots and misses. Good luck, Erica and Jordan down low, keeping the stats for us here. Down low, the Pioneers missed their shot. And the rebound coming to Robinson. Robinson drives the lane, puts up a runner, and that is good. Bo Roberson between the circles goes to his left to Williams. Back to Roberson. Roberson gets the pass stolen away. Here's Caldwell. Caldwell backs up to Kyle Moore. Goes to his right to Robinson. Robinson goes into the lane, goes back up top to Caldwell. Caldwell head fakes a 3, goes to the left elbow, and his shot is up and in. Nathan Caldwell pushes the lead to 3. It's 46-43. Tyrell Ware. Ware back to Moore. Kyle Moore for 3. That's short. Bo Roberson is fouled by Barnes. Barnes has been all over Roberson, trying to get Roberson, trying to have him baited a little bit, trying to into some more fouls, but we'll have a timeout with 15:50 remaining. Pioneers down 48-43. This is Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Look out, world, we're getting strong. The future's here and we belong. She can STEM, she can do more. Like build a rocket and watch it soar. Or clean the oceans and make the world a better place. Oh, she can STEM, so can you. Find a cure, invent something new. There's no challenge in the world that she can't face. She can STEM.
Learn more at She Can STEM. A message brought to you by the Ad Council.
This is J.M. Gregg. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Crowley's Ridge inbound will be taken by Braden Williams. Finally getting it into play. 48-43. Crowley's Ridge behind. Just shy of 5 minutes elapsed in the second half. Braden Williams goes to his right to Kyle Moore. Moore crosses over at the right elbow. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Williams. Needs to get a shot off. He gets it off. It is short. Hits the front iron. Luka Tejek with the rebound. And getting all kinds of tied up is Barnes. Everybody thinking Barnes was tripped, but very clearly tripped over his own feet. And here's Luka Tejek on the rebound on the other side. Kyle Moore with the steal. Goodness, both teams trying to shake the rust off here. Turnovers galore. Going down low to Barnes, and Barnes will lay it in. And we'll have a timeout by the Toppers. And we'll take it as well. I think it's just going to be a 30-second timeout. 50-43, 15:08. 30 seconds. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball.
What is dedication?
I am the father of a 9-year-old little girl and a 6-year-old little boy. And I find fatherhood both relentlessly challenging and relentlessly rewarding. My daughter is biological and my son is adopted. I love them both so much. From the morning when you wake up to putting them to bed at night and every moment in between, it really is so special, and boy, is it exhausting. One thing that I fear about being a parent is the future for my children. I think a parent's job is to protect our children, but also prepare them for the world so they become good, kind human beings. But I'm also hopeful that the future holds a more inclusive and compassionate world for them.
That's dedication. Find out more at fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Perkins. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Welcome back. 15:08 left in this opening contest. Kyle Moore will let the ball roll as long as it can before starting the clock. He does pick it up now. Moore goes to the left to Williams to Bo Roberson. Roberson going to his right. And another one-touch pass going up. He is fouled by, not fouled. Roberson gone cold a bit here in the second half. Pass down to Braden Williams. Goes off of his hand. Luka Tejic trying to explain that he is fouled even further down low. Inbound. Going down, and we will have a foul on the Toppers. No, they're going to say it was on Crowley's Ridge. They're going to say Kyle Moore fouled the Toppers. Tejic went tumbling to the floor. Kyle Moore. Here's Tejic underneath, and he'll get the bucket, touching the backboard. 52-43. David Ballard at the ball. Goes to his left to Kyle Moore. Moore. It is a 9-point lead for the Toppers. Moore has to pick up his dribble, finds Braden Williams. Williams goes back to Moore. Moore down low to Tyrell Ware. Ware loses control of it, and that's another turnover. Here's Young. Young with a one-touch pass to Caldwell, and Caldwell gets the bucket. It's an 11-point lead. 9 points, 52-43. Kyle Moore spinning around, puts up a runner, misses, rebounded. Dead ball rebound is Pioneer basketball. Referees are conferring after Coach Perkins goes running down to the baseline to say that it should be Pioneer basketball, and they are indicating it is indeed Topper basketball. Key Roberson will check in for Crowley's Ridge. Coach Perkins is livid. Caldwell will bounce pass it inbounds to Young. Young going up against Key Roberson, now in for the Pioneers. Almost stolen away. Instead, it's going to go find Robinson, and Robinson's going to pull back with 13:55 left. Luka Tejic head fakes, gets Tyrell to bite. Shot misses. Rebound. Fault forward coming to Bo Roberson. And that will be a foul on Luka Tejic. And that will be Tejic's fourth personal foul. Which will bring back Alexa Vujadinovich. Bo Roberson will inbound. Kyle Moore will get it. Calls his play. It is a 54-43 lead for the Toppers. Kyle Moore goes to his right to Key Roberson, to Bo Roberson. And there is a foul on Barnes. Barnes gets whistled for his third personal foul. It's always fun watching basketball players. They've never actually committed a foul. No matter which side of the floor they're on, they're always up and incredulous based on whatever foul, and it doesn't matter which team it is. Kyle Moore goes to Key Roberson, to Braden Williams. Williams dribbles to his right, at the right elbow, gets his defender to miss, puts up a shot, and that'll break a dry spell for the Pioneers. Braden Williams got it from the right elbow, 54-45. Robinson for the Toppers, goes behind his back, and that's stolen by Roberson. Bo Roberson goes up, goes in. Bo Roberson pushing points for Crowley's Ridge, 54-47. Pioneers trailing the visiting Toppers. Robinson guarded by Williams. Williams gets a toe on it, but it goes to Vujadinovich. And Vujadinovic will take one too many steps. So both teams committing a lot of unforced errors. Crowley's Ridge had several turnovers, and the Toppers will be doing the same over the past few possessions. Kyle Moore calls his play as the point guard. Moves to his right, and he will be fouled by Micah Powers. That is the 5th foul in this half for the Toppers. So Kyle Moore is going to inbound about midway between center court and the baseline on the near side. Moore finds Braden Williams. Williams finds Roberson at the free throw line. Bo Roberson drives inside, puts up a floater, missed it short, tipping around, and Young gets the rebound. Young speeding down low. Braden Williams blocks it. Here's Kyle Moore. Kyle Moore guarded by Vujadinovic, and he goes tumbling to the floor. And Vujadinovic gets fouled and immediately is running back to his bench. I didn't do anything. 54-47, Braden Williams will inbound. He heaves it high, finds Kyle Moore on the near wing. Finds Bo Roberson. Roberson to his brother Key. Kyle Moore driving in, and that will be a foul. 3 consecutive fouls within a minute send the Pioneers to the charity stripe, shooting in the bonus.
Pioneers are in the bonus. Shooting 1-1, number 13.
So Kyle Moore, the Pioneers, with 12 minutes and 8 seconds remaining here in this contest, will be shooting a lot of free throws, it would seem. Moore's front half of the 1-1 is good. 54-48, Crowley's Ridge clawing their way back into the contest. Media timeout will be coming shortly. 12:08 remaining. Kyle Moore readying his second free throw. The back half of the 1-1 on its way. Yes, sir.
Number 13, Kyle Moore. 2 for 2.
So Kyle Moore makes it a 5-point game. Potentially 2 possessions. Little over halfway to go. And we'll take the timeout now. 12 minutes and 8 seconds left. Crowley's Ridge down 5, 54-49. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneers basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Neil Armstrong waited 6 hours and 39 minutes to step onto the surface of the moon. Jackie Robinson waited 20 months to play his first game with the Brooklyn Dodgers. And even DiCaprio had to wait 22 years to win an Oscar. You can wait until your destination. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
CDC is working to help keep you and your community safe from the threat of a novel or new coronavirus. There are steps you can take now to get ready if an outbreak occurs in your community. Make a household plan. Learn how to prepare and to take quick action if someone gets sick. Older adults and people with chronic medical conditions are at greater risk. Take extra steps to protect them. Think about what you will do if there are changes to your work schedule. And remember to always practice good health habits, such as frequently washing hands with soap and water, staying home when sick, and covering coughs and sneezes. For more information, visit cdc.gov.
And welcome back after the break. Pioneers down 5 in the bonus. White looking to his right and finds Powers. Powers double team but breaks through. Takes a Euro step, gets fouled. That foul is on Riley Clairday. Picking up his second personal foul and being on the shot. That's going to send Micah Powers. Powers shot 62.1% from the free throw line. He did last season in his junior campaign. First of 2 from the southpaw, rattles in. 55-49. Second free throw is good after bouncing around 2 or 3 times. Montrell James in for the green and white. Crosses over behind the back on the far side, drives in, puts up a floater, bucket, no charge. Vujadinovic gets the charge. Drawing the charge, that is. Montrell James getting whistled for it. Pratt looking to his left to find Young. Young to his left to White on the near wing, back to Young. Young takes the Euro step and gets the bucket. Here's Montrell James. 9-point game once more. Double teamed is Montrell James. James calls for the timeout. And he gets the timeout. Coach Perkins wants just 30 seconds, so we'll take a short one as well. Pioneers down 58-49. This is Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
If you love them enough to barely sleep, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're in the right car seat. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
This is Tyrell Ware. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
11 minutes, 12 seconds remain here in the season opener for Crowley's Ridge Basketball. Bo Roberson had 18 points in the first half, has 2 midway through the second. Roberson will inbound in front of the scorer's table. Roberson will find Key. Back to Bo Roberson. And Bo Roberson is fouled. A foul is on Marquise White, the freshman from Corinth, Mississippi. That'll put Bo Roberson on the line in the bonus, shooting 1 and 1. So the front half of the 1 and 1 from Roberson on its way. And it's good. So Roberson will try for the back half. It's now an 8-point lead for the Toppers. Roberson running the back half, puts it up, and it is good.
Bo Roberson, 2 for 2 from the line. Returning for the Pioneers, number 32, A.J. Horner.
Roberson checking out. Quarter back in, quick down passes to White. White picking up his dribble on the near wing, looks outside to Pratt. Pratt moving to the top of the key between the circles, backing off. Thinks about driving, goes to his left to Young. Young head fakes, drives into the lane, puts up the shot, misses. Riley Clairday gets it, and Clairday is fouled by Young. Xavier Young trying back to get it. So the Pioneers will make the long trek back down the floor for the 1 and 1 and the bonus. Riley Clairday will do the honors for Crowley's Ridge. Clairday 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Front half is short as well. Rebound coming down to Vujadinovic. Behind the back is Pratt. Pratt between the circles. Dribbles to his left to White. White down to Vujadinovic on the left block going outside. Here's Pratt. Pratt head fakes, goes inside. Double pumps, rebounded by Key Roberson. Here's Bo Roberson, 2-on-1. Picks up the shot. Bucket, foul. Bo Roberson starting to heat up. after the hoop and the harm. That is the 10th foul, so now the Pioneers, with 10.5 minutes left, will be shooting 2 for each defensive foul.
Checking in for the Toppers, number 13, Cyrus Barnes, number 20, Nathan Caldwell.
Cyrus Barnes, Nathan Caldwell, and Nikola Radovich back in for the Toppers. Bo Roberson could try for the old-fashioned three-point play. Shots on his way. That is short. Rebounded by Radovich. Radovich almost had that stolen by Montrell James. James, the speedster, almost came behind him to get it. Here's White going down low. There is a foul. Please, that's going to be on James.
Pioneer foul number 0, Montrell James. That is his 3rd personal foul.
Comparatively, that was the Pioneers' 5th team foul compared to the Toppers' 10. The inbound finds Crawford going up to Vujadinovic, who finds Radovich. Radovich lowers the shoulder, goes outside. The three-pointer is good from White.
3 points, number 11, Michael Powers.
And we're going to have a delay of game warning on Montrell James. Just a warning for now. Could potentially eventually be a technical foul if enough delays of game happen. Here's Montrell James stopping on a dime, going to the left elbow, out to Key Roberson for 3. That's too hard. Rebounded by Crawford. Caldwell under is White. White gets the shot. Michael Powers. Pioneer faithful wanting the whistle for a traveling violation, and that's going to be cleanly stolen, and that's going to be an intentional foul as Montrell James was watching a little too much football and pretty much just tried tackling him. And that's whistled as an intentional foul, but it's pretty much the only way to stop a player when you are the 5'10" Montrell James and your opponent is 6'8". About the only way to stop him is to just bear hug him and try to wrap him up to tackle him, but that is an intentional foul, and so he'll shoot a pair of free throws. And he will rattle out the first one. But James, realizing the error of his way, thankfully was trying to help Radovich up after that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Second free throw is up and in. Well, Crowley's Ridge doesn't have a football team, but we know we have a linebacker in Montrell James after that tackle. Powers. With a movement violation, so it's Crowley's Ridge basketball. So Bo Roberson will now inbound. So after the intentional foul shots, the Toppers had possession, but a quick foul has Kyle Moore and the Pioneers trailing by 11. Looking to the left to KJ Corder. Here's Key Roberson. Roberson covered up, finds Bo Roberson. At the top of the key for 3. Short. He was knocked over. The shot went out of bounds. The referees are conferring. Coach Perkins saying that Bo Roberson went tumbling to the floor. Something would have to happen. Either the referees would call that a flop or it was a foul on the Toppers. And they're going to say that it was a delay of game. They're going to say that that was a flop. They're going to say that Bo Roberson flopped on that. And so Coach Perkins just doubled over in disbelief. And with that being a flop, it is a technical foul. So Nathan Caldwell will take his 87.5 shooting to the line. The first one is good. Second free throw is good as well.
Number 20, Nathan Caldwell, 2 for 2 from the line.
Referees conferred, and it was determined that Bo Roberson had himself hit the floor. Here is Powers. Powers goes to his left. The three-pointer by Caldwell is good.
3 points, number 20, Nathan Caldwell.
Toppers now up 69-53. KJ Corder will be fouled. And Powers is whistled with a foul. His third personal foul. That sends KJ Corder to the line.
Previous play, personal foul from a technical foul on number 5, Bo Roberson. That is his first personal foul, the seventh team foul.
KJ Corder's first free throw is short in the double bonus. Corder readies his second free throw, up on its way, and it is good. 8:44 left. Pioneers trailing 69-54. Micah Powers goes to his left, Vujadinovic, who now finds Cyrus Barnes. Barnes, Vujadinovic goes back to Powers. Powers to Vujadinovic, pulls up for the shot, and it's good. Kyle Moore crosses the court to Key Roberson, back to Bo Roberson. Bo Roberson working against the man, goes to Corder. Corder pump fakes, goes up, misses a shot, gets his rebound, gets the second chance bucket.
KJ Corder.
Micah Powers passes to Vujadinovic, off to Caldwell. Caldwell to his right to Radovic. Radovic on the baseline. Gets all kinds of covered up by Roberson. And they are saying that is a foul on Roberson.
Pioneer foul number 5, Bo Roberson. That is his second personal foul, the 8th team foul.
And we'll have a timeout first. 71-56, Pioneers trailing with 7:47 left to go. This is Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
145 over 92.
180 over 111. I had a heart attack and a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
Your blood pressure numbers could change your life. Lowering your high blood pressure could save you from a heart attack or stroke. If you've stopped your treatment plan, restart it or talk to your doctor about creating one that works better for you. Start taking the right steps at manageyourbp.org.
Now I'm, trying to get better, stronger than ever.
Brought to you by the American Heart Association, American Medical Association, and the Ad Council.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Montrell James, and you're listening to Crowley Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
At the line, shooting in the bonus will be Nikola Radovic, the Belgrade, Serbia native. Front half is up and in. Radovic, last playing at Edward Waters College in Florida. Second shot is good. 73-56, Pioneers trailing. 7.5 almost left to go in the contest. Here's KJ Corder. And that will be a foul. This time on Barnes. That was Barnes' 4th personal foul. That will send Bo Roberson to the line, shooting in the double bonus. Shooting in the double bonus will be Bo Roberson. Roberson is now 4 of 5 from the free throw line. First of 2 is good. Xavier Young, the Memphis native, back in. 73-57. Bo Roberson's second free throw on its way and good. To the left side is Young. Young on the near wing. Goes down to the left elbow. Vujadinovic gets whistled with a walk. Kyle Moore gets the inbound and one touches it back to Bo Roberson. Roberson at the top of the key, drives into the paint, one touches it out to Kyle Moore. Moore from the right elbow with a runner, and that's good. And this time, the Toppers are whistled with a delay of game warning. .point spread. Toppers ahead 73-60. The inbound goes to Powers. Powers on the near sideline, covered up by Kyle Moore. Crosses over, does Powers. Powers from the left elbow, and that's good. 75-60. Bo Roberson moves inside the paint, puts up a runner with his left hand that misses. Tyrell Ware gets the rebound and the putback. And we'll have a timeout on the floor as well with 75-62 score. 66 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. This is Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
My mother was very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign and she wasn't even really sure where she was at.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
6 minutes, 45 seconds left to go here in this season opener. Crowley's Ridge currently shooting 45% from the floor. Blue Mountain, 55%. The inbound goes to Young and back to Powers. Powers going to his left. Now back to his right. Pulls up for three. That misses. Rebounded by Vujadinovic. And then his putback is rebounded by KJ Corder. KJ Corder goes to his left to Roberson. Roberson with a runner. Missed. Vujadinovic hit the backboard, but there's no whistle. And on the other side is Caldwell, who gets the bucket. And Bo Roberson on the floor, kind of pushing himself off. Checking in is going to be Braden Williams. Pioneers all collectively holding their breath as Bo Roberson being checked out by trainer Garrett Klaus. Play is resuming, however, as he is off the court of play. We'll try and you'll be able to see what's going on with him. Here's KJ Corder. Corder puts up a floater, and he'll be fouled, and the points. Roberson is up and kind of stretching out the right knee. So that appears to be good news. KJ Corder goes to the line. Shots up, shots in. Old-fashioned three-point play makes it 77-65. To the left side, Fujadanovic to Caldwell. Caldwell spins around. Pass almost gets out of play, but Fujadanovic is able to corral it. To the left side, here's Young. Young, 10 on the timer. Fujadanovic will be fouled by Key Roberson, which will send Alexa Fujadanovic to the line for the 1 and the 1. Fujadanovic shot 50% from the charity stripe in the 19 and 20 campaign. He hit the first of 2. Second on its way, and it's true as well. KJ Corder tried to pass, but it was tipped out of play. Inbound finds Braden Williams. Williams at the near wing is going to be fouled by Xavier Young. That'll put Braden Williams at the free throw line. 5 minutes, 23 seconds left to go. Toppers 79, Crowley's Ridge 65. Double bonus, front half is good. Second free throw also good. After the double bonus converts, it is 79-67 in favor of the visitors. Fujadinovic to the left side to find Young. Young goes down low to find Radovic. Radovic spins around and gets the bucket. Kyle Moore goes to his right to Key Roberson to KJ Corder. Corder at the top of the key, drives inside, backs off. Far wing, picking up his dribble. Tyrell Ware back to Corder to Key Roberson. Roberson drives the baseline, puts up a floater, bucket, and foul. Key Roberson and the Pioneers trying to chip away. Right now it is 81-69 with one free throw upcoming from Key Roberson. Three-point play not converted. Fujadinovic gets the rebound for the Toppers. Powers for the blue and black. Calls for Fujadinovic, goes over to Young. Young on the near wing, back to Fujadinovic at the top of the key, going to his right to Powers. Powers gets a screen, puts up from the left elbow, back iron, rebounded by Kyle Moore. Moore heaves it down the floor to Braden Williams, bucket and foul. Braden Williams and Micah Powers in a foot race. Micah Powers trying to push Williams out of the way to be unable to reach that. But Williams not only able to reach it, but able to tip it up and to tip it in. It is now A 10-point contest with one free throw upcoming. 4 minutes, 19 seconds left in this second half. Williams' shot is up. Williams' shot is good. It's back down to single digits for the Pioneers. Needing to chip away. Here's Tejic. Luka Tejic goes to his right to Caldwell. Caldwell crosses over at the top of the key. Down low to Radovic. Radovic off the right block, puts up a shot, missed it. Kyle Moore with the rebound. Moore guarded by Tejic. Moore heaves to Williams. Williams was open for three, now open for the wing. Shot missed. Rebounded by David Ballard. Ballard spins, plants, misses. Rebounded by Luka Tejic. Micah Powers to Tejic. Back to Young. Xavier Young for three. That'll bounce, but Luka Tejic comes flying in from Serbia and gets the points, and we'll have time on the floor. We'll take it as well. Pioneers trail it 83-72, 3 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
To protect her home and family in a disaster, Karen was willing to wade through water, mud, and insurance paperwork.
Yeah, I can do this.
You go, Karen! By simply understanding and updating what her insurance covers and doesn't cover now, she'll be better prepared no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
I think it's just vapor.
Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as one pack of cigarettes.
My kid?
My kid knows it's dangerous.
5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
This is Logan Willett. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
3 minutes, 26 seconds left to go in this season opener. Crowley's Ridge with the ball trailing by 11. Kyle Moore will inbound. Moving left to right. Braden Williams will let the ball roll, and the clock will now start. Williams goes to his right to Roberson back in. Bo, that is. Kyle Moore on the left near wing. Crossing over, trying to get around his man. Picks up his dribble, finds Williams. Williams at the top of the key. Dribbles off the knee of Tejic, and we're fighting for it. Tejic has the ball now. Tejic up under, blocked by Tyrell Ware. Tyrell Ware gets the block, and here we go with Bo Roberson. Roberson out to Ballard for three. Yes, sir! David Ballard knocking down the three-pointer. (83-57). Almost losing control of the ball were the Toppers. Far side, here's Caldwell pulling up, now going down low to Powers. Beautiful outlet pass to find Micah Powers, and it's a 10-point game, 85-75. Here's Williams. Williams will be fouled. Williams is fouled by Powers, and that is Powers' fifth and a final foul. So he will make his way to the bench and will sit out the last 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
Checking for the Toppers, number 5, Carey Pratt.
So Braden Williams will go to the line shooting a pair. Tonight, Williams is 4 for 5 from 15 feet out. Shots up, shots in. One more upcoming. It's a 9-point game. Second shot from Williams is true. 85-77. Pioneers making their way back in. Pratt working against Roberson. Pratt picking up a screen from Tejic. Now Tejic with the ball at the top of the key. Thought about going left. Instead will go right back to Pratt. Pratt between the circles. 7 on the shot clock. Shot is up. Pratt and Ware go up together. And Ware got a little too much of the body.
That is his first personal foul and the 10th team foul. Toppers are now in the double bonus.
So with that, Kerry Pratt, the 6'1 junior out of Memphis, will go to the line. He misses the first of 2. Pratt, last playing at Cleveland State Community College in Tennessee. First of 2 is out. Second of 2 is in.
Number 5, Kerry Pratt. 1 for 2 from the line.
Kyle Moore gets the ball, quickly passes over to Williams, back to Moore. Moore will drive in, flings up a shot, makes it, but he was fouled on the floor. So he'll just have to get the 2 points the hard way.
Foul number 20. That is his 3rd personal foul.
So Kyle Moore goes to the line to shoot 2. Being in the double bonus. And that is good. (86-78). Pioneers trail it. 1 minute and 44 seconds left. Second shot's up. Second shot's in.
2 for 2 from the line. Checking up for the Pioneers, number 0, Montrell James.
Braden Williams goes out. Montrell James goes in. Pioneers put on a full court press. Coverage here by Montrell James. James got a hand on it, but there's a double dribble. Montrell James being a pest at doing what he does. He likes being a pest to those players and causes the double dribble. 7-point deficit for Crowley's Ridge. Bo Roberson inbounds to Moore, who hands it right back off to Roberson. Roberson drifts to the top of the key. Hands off to Moore. Moore at the free throw line. Spins. Tries to get to David Ballard. And was unable to get there. So it'll be Topper basketball. And a quick turnover. Kyle Moore gets it. Finds Montrell James. James back to Moore. Back to James. James thought about the three-pointer. Goes down to Tyrell Ware, and that's in. And Coach Perkins wants to take a full timeout. It is a 5-point game. Crowley's Ridge College, 81. Blue Mountain Toppers, 86. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Watch out! You got me!
The galaxy is safe once again.
In the pretend universe, kids play with pretend guns. In the real world, it's up to us to make sure they don't get their hands on a real gun. If you have a gun in the house, keep it locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
This is Montrell James, and you're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Toppers will inbound the basketball. Here's Caldwell, finds Tejik. Tejik will go out and finds Fujadinovic. Fujadinovic out to Tejik. Tejik finds his way inside, but it will be dribbled off the foot of a Pioneer. We are under 1 minute left, 57 seconds to be exact. Caldwell inbounds on the near sideline, his side of the floor. Referees conferring to ensure the shot and game clocks are where they should be. And it is down to 17 seconds is the timer. Caldwell's going to inbound. He goes down to Tejik. Tejik thought about going outside. In fact, goes back to Caldwell in the near wing. Caldwell hands off back to Tejik between the circles. Tejik tries to work around, and that's a dribble. A double dribble. A travel violation on Luka Tejik. Tejik pleading that KJ Quarter got a hand on it. But it is Crowley's Ridge basketball, 2-possession game. KJ Quarter inbounds to Kyle Moore. Moore at the top of the key. Tries to go right, gets to KJ Quarter. Quarter drives into the paint, puts up a runner that just misses out, but Quarter gets his own rebound. Quarter, fresh shot clock, finds Bo Roberson. Roberson pulls up for three. That's going to be off the mark to the left side. Rebound fought for, out of bounds, last touch by Braden Williams. 28 ticks to go, 5-point spread. Toppers ahead, full court press put on by the green and white. The inbound being worked through, heaves down to a wide open Xavier Young who just lays it in. KJ Quarter inbounds, here's Montrell James. James going coast to coast, hands off to Tyrell Ware, and that's up and in. And Coach Perkins wants a timeout that we'll take as well. 14.5 seconds to go. Actually, no, with it being a 30-second timeout, we'll keep it here. 14.6 ticks to go. Crowley's Ridge will have the ball. 88 points for the Toppers. 83 points for the Pioneers. Correction, no, the Toppers will have the ball. Toppers have the ball, however, Crowley's Ridge has the possession arrow. So should a jump ball occur, that would go in favor of the hosts. With 14 seconds to go, boy, Coach Perkins didn't waste any time in making our, giving us our heart pills necessary. 5-point game in the opener. Coach Perkins relaying his play to his team. Young will inbound, has full, and foul. Coach Perkins wanted it to be a traveling violation, but instead it's going to be a foul as two Pioneers just sandwiched Caldwell. That's on Montrell James. So all the Pioneers are going to make their way to the free throw line. Free throw lane, at least, to try and get the rebound should the second of the double bonus miss. But all four Toppers are in the back court. So the first of two on its way, and that hits the back iron. Stays a two-possession game. Second shot by Caldwell is up and in.
Number 20, Nathan Caldwell.
9-point game. The inbound, here's Kyle Moore. Moore drives inside, flings up, goes tumbling to the floor. He misses his shot, and the rebound coming to Fujadinovic. And that is going to do it. The opener is a loss for Crowley's Ridge. At the telling of the final score, Crowley's Ridge College will drop their first game of the season to the Blue Mountain Toppers by a final score of 89-83. Telling of the final score, 89-83. to 83. We'll take a short timeout, then we'll have some post-game stats for you and get you set for the next game. This is Crowley's Ridge College Pioneer Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. No, you won't. Because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is Coach Perkins. You're listening to Crowley's Ridge Basketball on the Pioneer Digital Network.
And we welcome you back for the final time as Crowley's Ridge College drops their season opener to Blue Mountain College 89 to 83. So Pioneers will start their season 0-1 and the Toppers at 1-0. From the floor, Crowley's Ridge shot 46%, 29 of 63. The Toppers 53%, 33 of 62. From long range, the Toppers cooled off quite a bit after making 9 in the first half. They only made 2 extra. They made 8 in the first half. They made 2 in the second half, 10 of 18, making it a 55.5 mark. Pioneers 4 of 19, 21% from long range. From the charity stripe, the Toppers were 13 of 17. Pioneers 21 of 28. Rebounding battle was won by the Toppers, 36 to the Pioneers 33. Steals, Toppers with 11, Pioneers with 9. Pioneers gave away 20 turnovers, and the Toppers gave away 24. The reserve scoring was best for the Toppers, 42 bench points. Off of the turnovers, the Pioneers turned the ball over 20 times, and Blue Mountain capitalized on 24 points. Toppers turned the ball over 24 times, and the Pioneers converted 24 points of those as well. For the 12 offensive rebounds for Crowley's Ridge, 12 second-chance points were scored. And for the Toppers' 9 offensive board, they had 10 second-chance points. Leading all scorers tonight, Bo Roberson with 26 big ones. He had 4 rebounds. Behind him, 2 other Pioneers in double digits. Braden Williams had 13, and Tyrell Ware in his career opener as a Pioneer had 10 points as well. The rebound leader, Kyle Moore, with 7 boards, 5 from Tyrell Ware. I'll get it right eventually. Bo Roberson had 4, as did Riley Clairday, 3 each from KJ Corder and David Ballard. So as the Pioneer line score goes, Bo Roberson had 26 points. Behind him, 13 points each out of Braden Williams and Kyle Moore, 10 from Tyrell Ware. 8 points had KJ Corder, 5 from David Ballard, 4 from Key Roberson, and 2 each from Montrell James and Riley Clairday. Across the court, 4 players had double digits for the Toppers, led by Nathan Caldwell's 20. Micah Powers had 16 and 13 points each for Xavier Young and Nikola Radovich. The rebounding leader was Luka Tezic's 7 rebounds. So the Pioneers will drop to 0-1 and will have a bit of not terribly long rest. They'll have until Saturday to rest up. As on Saturday, we will be with you at 2 p.m. as the Pioneers will take on the Wildcats of Bethel University. We'll be here by pregame coverage starting at 1:45 right here on the Pioneer Digital Network. That is this Saturday. Pioneers will take on the Bethel University Wildcats. So we thank you.